Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is your 16th lecture from class 10th physics. In this lecture we'll study about the different instruments in which lenses are used: camera, slide projector, photograph enlarger, simple microscope and compound microscope, telescope. Camera. A simple camera consists of a light-proof box with a converging lens in front and a light-sensitive plate or film at the back. This lens focuses image to be photographed onto the film. In camera, the object is placed beyond 2f. A real, inverted and diminished image is formed in this way, as shown in figure number 12.27. Focusing is done by varying the distance of the lens from the film. A distant object requires the lens to film distance to be equal to the focal length of a lens. A nearer object would require the lens to film distance to be greater than the focal length of a lens. Now let us see what is a slide projector. Its ray diagram is shown. A light source is placed at the center of a curvature of a converging or a concave mirror. A concave mirror is used to refract the light back in fairly parallel rays. After that, a condenser made up of two converging lenses is seen in the figure. The condenser lenses refract the light so that all parts of the slide are illuminated. The projection or converging lens provides a real, large and inverted image. It is then projected on the screen. The slide must be placed between f and 2f of the projection lens so as to produce the real, large and inverted image. Because the image is inverted, so the slide must be placed upside down and laterally inverted. Photograph enlarger. The working principle and the ray diagram of the photograph enlarger is almost the same as slide projector. In the case of photograph enlarger, the slide must be placed between f and 2f of the projection lens so as to produce real, magnified and inverted image of the film on the photographic plate. Figure number 1 and 2 show the ray diagrams and the working of this photograph enlarger. Magnifying glass. A magnifying glass is a convex lens which is used to produce magnified image of the small objects. It is also called a simple microscope. For a magnified image to be observed, the distance between the object and the lens has to be shorter than the focal length of a lens. It gives us upright visual and magnified image. In order to proceed further, you need to know the definitions of visual angle and near point. Visual angle is an angle subtended by an object on the eye. Consider figure number 1. An object AB is placed at some far point in front of an unaided eye and it is forming the visual angle equal to alpha. Similarly, when the object is brought closer to an unaided eye, it subtends a visual angle equal to beta, where beta is greater than alpha. It means that if we bring the object closer to an eye, the visual angle and consequently the size of the image on the retina keeps on increasing. It is clearly shown in figure number 1 and 2. The size of the retina is finite. If the image becomes greater than the retina, we cannot see this image clearly. Hence, there is a limit to which an object distance be decreased from the eye. Due to above limitation of object distance and visual angle, we define the term near point. Near point of the eye is the minimum distance of an object from the eye at which it produces a sharp image on the retina. This distance is also called the least distance of distinct vision. For normal eye, the near point is equal to 25 centimeters. Magnifying power of a simple microscope. By definition, magnifying power or angular magnification of a simple microscope is the ratio of the visual angle subtended by the image as seen through a magnifying glass to the visual angle subtended by the object when placed at the least distance of distinct vision, when seen through the unaided eye. Let theta be the angle subtended at the eye by a small object when it is placed at near point of the eye, as shown in figure 12.30a. If the object is now moved nearer to the eye, the angle on the eye will increase and become theta dash, but the eye will not be able to see it clearly. In order to see the object clearly, we put a convex lens between the object and the eye, so that the lens makes a large virtual image of the object at the near point of the eye. In this way, the object appears magnified, and the angular magnification of a simple microscope is given by m is equal to theta dash over theta. It can be proved mathematically that the magnifying power is given by the relation m is equal to 1 plus d over f, where f is the focal length of a lens and d is the least distance of distinct vision. Equation number 1 clearly indicates that for high magnification, the focal length of a magnifying glass should be small because it is appearing in the denominator. Now let us see the definition of resolving power. Resolving power of an instrument is the ability to distinguish between two closely placed objects or point sources. In order to see objects that are close together, we use an instrument of high resolving power. For example, we use a high resolving power microscope to see tiny organisms and telescope to view distant stars. Compound microscope. Compound microscope has two converging lenses. Objective, it is closer to the object. Eyepiece, this lens is closer to the eye. Compound microscope gives greater magnification than single lens simple microscope. The objective lens has a focal length of less than 1 centimeter. The eyepiece has a focal length of few centimeters. It means that in compound microscope, the focal length of objective lens is less than the focal length of eyepiece. Magnification of compound microscope. Magnification of compound microscope is given by m is equal to L over FO into 1 plus D over FE, where L is the length of compound microscope, which is equal to the distance between the objective and eyepiece. D is the distance of final image from eye. FO and FE are the focal lengths of objective and eyepiece respectively. Now consider the ray diagram for a compound microscope. Here the objective and eyepiece lens are labeled clearly. The focal length of objective lens is represented by small fo. The focal length of eyepiece is represented by small fe. The focal point of objective is represented by capital Fo, and the focal point of eyepiece is represented by capital Fe. Here the focal length of objective lens is less than the focal length of eyepiece. A small object OP is placed beyond the focal length of objective, and the image of this object OP is formed within the focal length of eyepiece. This image is an intermediate image represented by I1, This image, which is formed by the objective lens within the focal length of the eyepiece, is serving as an object to the eyepiece. As this image is formed within the focal length of eyepiece, consequently the final image I2 will be formed, and this image will be a virtual image, enlarged image and upright image. In the diagram, the length of the microscope capital L and the distance of the final image from the eye small d are clearly labeled. Telescope. It is an optical instrument which is used to observe distant objects using lenses or mirrors. A telescope that uses two converging lenses is called refracting telescope. A telescope needs a large objective lens to first collect as much light as possible from the source. The larger the objective lens, the brighter the image. Therefore, in telescope, the focal length of the objective lens is greater than the eyepiece. As telescope is designed to capture the light from something far away, so the light coming in it is practically parallel. Image formation in telescope. In the figure below, the parallel rays of light from a distant object are entering into the objective lens. After refraction, the intermediate image I1 is formed in the plane of FO. This image I1 is smaller, inverted and real. The image I1, which is formed by the objective lens, is serving as an object to the eyepiece. This image I1 is lying within the focal length of the eyepiece. Consequently, the final image I2 is formed, which is virtual and enlarged image. Magnification of telescope. Magnification of refracting telescope can be determined by the following formula: m is equal to FO over FE, where FO is the focal length of objective and FE is the focal length of eyepiece. FE is always less than FO in the case of telescope, hence magnified image is obtained. This lecture enables you to answer the following review questions. 12.21 Define the terms resolving power and magnifying power. 12.22 Draw the ray diagrams of simple microscope, compound microscope and refracting telescope. 12.23 Mention the magnifying powers of the following optical instruments: simple microscope, compound microscope and telescope.